Good morning, adventurers. It's day 56. It is before 7 a.m. In lieu of anything to do in town, I actually went to bed to sleep pretty early. I don't know, 8:30. Was a little fitful through the night. I woke up after a solid sleep about 1:30 in the a.m. and then was sleeping off and on. But this morning, a big windstorm started up, and then it was followed by a little bit of rain. It seems to have abated. I think it might be time to pack up the tent because it's going to be windy all day, so taking advantage of better conditions is the wise choice. So I'm going to get moving. It's an early start, day 56. We have winds from the north. I'm hoping we can put up a sail today and maybe make some time because we've got some powerful gusts that might get us moving. So here we go. Let's see what we got. There's a light on the horizon emanating from the bayou. It shouldn't be so surprising. Gotta get there before I come home to you. Day 56. The rain seems to have abated. The wind is much calmer. I'm actually hoping for a little more from the north as we get out onto the water, but it's good to have it die out while packing up. Jamie's still in tent. I've just torn mine down and getting it packed. I should be ready on my end to get going in about 15 minutes. But we'll let Jamie take his time. He usually has to wait on me. We're getting a clearing to the gray skies coming from the north and a little rainbow ending on the island. Perhaps might be worth going over there to try to find that pot of gold. Day 56. Is it 56?
Yeah.
All right. That's what I've been saying. We're getting underway here on the river, leaving some orange peel behind as Jamie has a little breakfast. Just out in it, kind of getting the feel for things. The rain seems to have passed, although it's still gray, so we might see some more. I don't expect heavy rains, but we could see sprinkles throughout the day. It's quite possible. Had a little breakfast. Jamie's having a little breakfast. We have favorable winds forecast for today. We'll see how fast. This is the downriver side. We're actually floating a little backwards with the current. So we're looking back at Hamburg. Took me a while to remember the name of the little town. Yeah, just a little town. Nothing there in terms of services. So it served us to take out of the water and not much else. Didn't even, speaking of water, we didn't even refill our jug because there just wasn't public water available anyway. We could have knocked on a house and probably found a kind soul that would offer us some, but didn't go to those lengths. We're not in an emergency state, but we'll have to sort that today or tonight, one or the other. So underway, day 56. Hoping for a little favorable wind throughout the day. If it's big enough, I'll push for putting out the sail, and we'll see what we can do with that. If it's mild, we'll just use it as a little extra push rather than a hindrance in our face. There we go, day 56. Not making for any particular city today. Next city we're kind of aiming for is Grafton, and that's about 40 miles. That's without catching some good sailing time. I guess if the conditions are just right, we could do it, I guess. We did get quite an early start, so that's another check in the box. But probably not going to make it that far. In any case, that's the next city we're aiming for. So probably just sand dune, a little beach on an island somewhere today. We'll try to find something that works well. That does not bode well for getting water. So we'll see what we can do about that. Okay, day 56. Day 56. We've got a tailwind coming down through pool 25. Fairly wide open space, favorable positions. We're trying to sail, and I believe we are to some degree.
I don't know why, but my camera just turned itself off.
Your what?
The camera, the 360 turned itself off. I don't know why.
Huh. I was just saying, those guys, they don't know what they're doing. I'm not going to record that. He's just going to delete it.
There's some wind.
All right, well, tough to know how we're doing, but we're making time without effort, really, so there's benefit to that. Here we go, day 56. Well, in our sailing experiment, we are actually making some time, but it's under 4 miles an hour. It's nice and relaxed, but it's not any earth-shattering pace. Guess we'll keep it up for a little bit. As soon as we get a gust, we'll be cooking.
Oh, yeah.
Be cooking.
Here we go.
Day 56, our sail experiment was mixed success. We actually were getting 4.5 miles an hour out of it for some period there, not reliably. Sometimes we were down in the 3.5 range, but it did get us propulsion. When we got to the lock, there was a tow locking down. I actually thought it was locking up. I was confused by the situation, but it has cleared the chamber. We now have a blinking yellow up there. We ran into some big chop there off this big pool because the swells were just getting amplified up against that wall. So Jamie made a phone call to the lockmaster rather than our attempting to get up to the chain. That means that